so desire for this very heart you have shaped for your pleasure, purpose to lift your name high. Give your head.
Well, thank you very much for joining us one more time and every other time when it's time for Christian Focus. My name is Big Sam, all the way from Kajansi, and what I do best is to give you the insights of Christian walks of life. I know that you've been following us all the way, but thank you so very much. People that follow us on Twitter, on every social media platform that we have. We only speak the true and undilute gospel. And we tell you where things started from, and of course, that's what has made us who we are. Remember, this week your life is going to be better because we have taken our crew and we have come to Kasanje in Kasanje Town Council, where we are touching base with two wonderful people that lead delegation in Jjungo Mirembe Church of Uganda. Now, this place where we are, it's very historical, and you need to understand. I tell you every other day that you are part of the root of where you originate. And when you don't understand where you originate and where you are bound to lose it. That's why I'm touching base with Reverend Julius Matovu and of course Omubulizi Jeffrey Muyenza, who are going to tell us about this wonderful place where we are in Jjungo Mirembe Church of Uganda. But before then, this is your word of wisdom.
Give your head.
Today, beloved, on your word of wisdom right here on Christian Focus, we are going to talk about what lies behind us and what lies before us. These are very tiny matters compared to what lies inside of us. Whatever that is happening before you and whatever that you see in front of you, if you can only take a look at what is inside of you, you will realize that you are far bigger, you are far better than what you've gone through and what is in front of you. You need to look for the inner person that you can locate inside of you. The word is inner you. Your inner ability, your inner love, your inner enthusiasm, your inner sense of doing things, you will realize that you are capable of overcoming the hurdles that are in front of you. You will also realize that whatever you've gone through is because your inner man is capable. So, beloved, if you're watching me today, I'm telling you, get to the inside of you and you realize that you are not a failure, but you're a winner. That's why the Bible says we are not tails but heads. This is Christian Focus with me, Big Sam, right here on UBC TV. It is a beautiful moment today as I am enjoying the winds and the blows of Kasanje Town Council. I touch base with the leaders of Jjungo Mirembe Church of Uganda. None other than, of course, so proud to be rubbing shoulders with them right on my show, Reverend Julius Matovu. I'm so delighted to see you today and have you on my program.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. And of course, I have the rare reader, who, commonly known as the Mubulizi, right in the Jjungo Mirembe Church of Uganda. None other than Jeffrey Muyenza. Several, thank you for coming for the show. And we just want to have a moment and talk to the people. First and foremost, what makes this place significant in Uganda. But before we do that, we want to introduce ourselves in a very better way. I know that you can talk about yourself better than I do. So let's start with you, Reverend.
Nice to meet you. I'm Reverend Julius Matovu, who is in charge of this Jjungo parish. Jjungo Mirembe is the headquarter of the parish, but this parish has more than 28 churches, including the islands, that is Busi, Zinga, Kavenyanja. They are all part of this place. But this is the headquarters and this is where I stay.
All right, that's wonderful. And of course, we touch base with you, sir.
My name is Zawaya, Omubulizi, Muyenza, Jeffrey, Muima. By the grace of God, the Mubulizi of the parish headquarter here. We work with Reverend Julius Matovu, who is my boss and my in charge. I'm happy to be part of this church because I've ministered in a church which is historical.
Yes.
not in Uganda only, but in the whole world, and as well as Christianity is concerned.
All right,
Yes.
let me first get, this was not part of our contest, but I want us to get the difference between a reverend and a rare reader who is called a Mubulizi. What is the difference? So the reverend doesn't kubulida. What's the difference between the two?
Thank you very much. We all do the same. We preach the gospel, but there are some things he doesn't do, which I do. For him, when during this period of when we complete the studies or the course, for him is just commissioned, and the reverend is ordained. That's the difference. And there are some activities which he does and I do, but there are those ones I do he doesn't do according to the canons of the church.
Oh, okay. So
but we all preach the gospel.
It's just
we reach out.
a mantle of responsibility that some office has and another one does.
And then hierarchies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
The Mubulizi does not baptize. The Mubulizi.
Oh, so the preacher, the Mubulizi, does not baptize. But the reverend does baptize. Yes. What else does the reverend
prepare people who are going to be baptized, then you call the reverend.
That is your work to prepare the people that are supposed to be baptized, and it's his role.
Even the wedding ceremony, the Mubulizi don't do the wedding ceremony.
It is a reverend.
He doesn't officiate, yes.
Okay, so if you're there and you want to become, responsible in such offices, you must know exactly. I think I would rather go for the reverend part of it, so that I eat the big fish. But anyway, this is UBC and of course a Christian Focus. Today we are in a very, very historical place. The building and church behind me is a very historical building. Church of Uganda, Jjungo Mirembe, was built in 1895. Look, that is way, way back, and us coming in this era, I know for sure I was not around that time. Not even my parents were born that time. But for us to be in a place like this and it's still preserved and looking good the way it is, we want to thank the leadership of this place. We want to go straight into that story, and you help us understand why is this place important, and specifically this wonderful tree shade where we are seated here.
Okay, thank you. This place is very important in the history of Christianity. In 1895, it happened we happened to have religious wars in Uganda, whereby the Muslims were fighting against the Catholics and Christians.
Why were they fighting?
They got some misunderstandings, whereby even the king who was in charge by then was not a Christian. So the Muslims, according to their mandate, they were supposed to make everyone be converted to Islam, which these people, the Christians, did also don't want to accept.
Okay.
So in that course, they happened to have a conflict, a big conflict. So they fought. That war, they went even up to Kabula in Ankole. That is where that war ended, in Kabula. But on their return, coming back after that war, when the Christians had the victory was on their side. Now they reached this place called now, the so-called place Jjungo now. They reached here, they prayed.
Right here.
Thanking God.
Okay.
This was the only tree in 1895 here on this hill, which had a shade where someone could sit to get shade. So they sat here. Most of them were king officials. Now they got an idea. They say, why don't we call these Muslims? Why don't we call them and we sit down? We make an agreement together. We are tired of these wars because many people have died. There is a swamp after that big hill.
Yes.
That big hill is called Mirembe. But behind that hill,
So behind Bumpenje.
yes, there is a swamp. Many Muslims died from that place, and that swamp up today is called Bulwani.
So that brings up that name, Bulwani.
Bulwani.
So many
Even up
Muslims
today.
died there,
Yes,
and the people that killed them are the Christians.
exactly.
Okay.
The place was named Bulwani. Now they say they called their fellows, the Muslims, they made a peace agreement, which was not formal, but was informal, because you can't find any
writer.
written document that is called the peace agreement of Jjungo Mirembe. You can't find it there, but it was verbal, but they reached to
An agreement.
so they stopped the war. But again, they say everyone should go back to his palace. They used to call them Erigwa. No, Embuga. Everyone should go back to his palace. Because these were king's officials.
Yes.
So each one had a palace. They said everyone should go back to his palace and make a shrine. That shrine they were talking of, a church. They said we make a chigwa, meaning in simple terms, it is a church. So among those officials, we had Mr. Chintu, who was the Sabakachi of Kabaka by then. He was in Buwambo. So he went there, he started Buwambo Church of Uganda. Another official was in Busukuma. He started Busukuma Church of Uganda. Another one was in Buso. He went and started Buso Church of Uganda. Another one was Chibale, Omutaka Chibale of the Mpeo clan. He went and started Kungu Church of Uganda. Another one was in Bila. He started Bila Church of Uganda. Another one was is coming from this family of Yokana Mukasa of Mitiana. So their grandfather was also part of this cause. They went and also started a church in Mitiana. Now, Gabunga was also part of the cause. He offered Omutaka Gabunga. He offered 385 acres of land, and it was this hill.
Right here where we are.
Right here where we are.
385 acres of land.
The whole of this hill, those valleys you see, it is church land.
Wow.
Gave this place. The church, the original church of Jjungo was not here. It was on the other hill which you can see. So the place was small, but being thankful to God, he offered the whole of this land so that a big church
Could be built
could be built
on the
hill, and everyone could see that church. So where the church was, that place, they changed the name. People began to say that the church was transferred to another place. Even up today, that place where the church was is called
Hachijunga. Meaning the church was transferred.
Echigwa.
Echigwa.
So for them, they used to say Echigwa. So when you talk of Bachijurura, they say Echigwa Bachijurura. From the other hill to this hill.
Wow. So there's no church right here.
There's no church, there is no land, there's no church land there. Everything was transferred here, even the land. We no longer have land in that place.
Okay.
And in 1895, the church was started in this place. Up to today, they started building it in 1895, and it was finished in 1912. And Bishop Willis officially opened this church. In 1912, this was the only church in this place, around this place. This church was responsible for Nsangi, Entebbe, and Natet.
Wow.
All those people were supposed to use this church.
So
And
people
by
used to come from all that side.
Yeah,
All
by then,
those
by then
places.
it was called Yetwal.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that cause of thanking God, Bishop Willis was touched with his wife. So the wife was a senior doctor. The wife said, "The only gift I can also give, since Omutaka Gavunga gave him the whole of this land, now I also want to offer something to God, thanking him for that cause. Being that I'm a doctor, I want to build a hospital in this place
Wow.
in remembrance of that cause, the
Oh.
religious was."
Oh.
People who were around by then, they looked for a good place. They got a place across the road. Mrs. Bishop Willis, built a big hospital.
So we have a hospital roundabout here.
It was.
It was.
As per now.
But as per now, it's not there because the land, 7 acres, the church member gave it to the church, but it was on lease, 100 years. After 100 years, nobody could care to make a follow-up. The grandchildren
Sold it.
took it.
Wow. Wow. Okay, that's a very deep history that I'm getting to understand. You know, what I've also realized in this Christian walk, we follow things that we don't know. We have lots of people that are following, but they don't know what happened. How did we come to be in such a place? Why are we actually worshiping this particular God? And it's our mandate right here on Christian Focus to make sure that we educate people through light. So that they know what to believe and they are rooted very well. I want to go back and find out who is this Mr. Willis, because that name sounds white to me.
By then, we had no dioceses like that. Today we are having Mirembe diocese, Mukono diocese. By then we were having the one bishop, like the one governing the whole Uganda now. So that man was a bishop. He was the bishop responsible for the whole Uganda, Congo, and Rwanda.
One bishop.
One bishop.
It's too much work.
And what I can add on and to my brother's that narrative story, I was taught, because I also follow within this place, we have various historical places. Before coming to Mirembe, you'll find, when you go after Kasanje, you'll find a place called Gayaza. We are told that as these people were coming, following and doing what, they reached that place and they relaxed.
Oh, okay.
So during that course, the place was called, in Uganda said, Bagayari Dawo.
Oh, that's why it's called Gaia.
So the place was called Gayaza.
Wow.
Though when they woke up, others had already moved. So they followed their friends. Then they reached that place called Kasangi. So they said, we have met here. And then they came this way. That's what I can add on.
Wow, that's wonderful. For those of you that are just joining us right now, this is Christian Focus right here with Big Sam, and we're just trying to get into the roots of the Jjungo Mirembe Church of Uganda. You have heard the history, but now I want also to find out from these two wonderful gentlemen sent to me on this place, what are the services that are done in Jjungo Mirembe Church of Uganda?
Nice. We offer many services. First of all, we offer the Christianity service, whereby we do the mission, because mission is the main cause of the Christianity, reaching out. But we have also sympathetic people, because we have children who are born this way with the different professions. They always come, they help. And like we thank those ones who were here before us. When you look besides here, after the other one had been closed, they opened up this dispensary. It was a very powerful dispensary that it was opened by Dr. Chiseka. And me, I was told that many people were treated from here. But now it's no longer existing. But we thank God that it was there. Maybe I asked them what was the problem, mismanagement, and so on. But it's one of the services. We reach out, we preach, we pray for people, and we do the good Samaritan work. That we have many people who cannot afford. There are some of them are aged. We have orphans, so we get donations from outside. Then we reach out. We have schools, by the way. We have schools. We have Jjungo Primary School. It is also an old school. I was talking with the head teacher yesterday, and was like when they went to the education Ministry of Education, they were analyzing the oldest schools, and Jjungo was one of the oldest schools. That is Jjungo Senior Secondary School. So we offer also education service.
That's wonderful. And when yes,
before we leave that issue of school, Jjungo Primary School was a school mainly for government officials. In 25, Entebbe was the capital city of Uganda. It was transferred to Kampala in 55. But by then, all the government officials, they could bring their children in Jjungo Primary School. And in 1974, it is on record, Jjungo was the best school in PLE. Wow. So I mean, because Jjungo, they got 21 first grades. Chitagobwa Primary School, after Chitezi, they got 19 first grades. Now, Amin could not accept that. How could such a school in a remote area get those grades? Now he ordered them to repeat the PLE exams. Only those two schools. Now Jjungo, who got 21 first grades, got 25, and Chitagobwa, who got 19, got 22. Amin said, no, I've cancelled repeating the exams. Let us use the first original results. So it was among the best. Even if you can look on atlases, primary atlases of those years, after 74, all the atlases that were published, they had a face of Jjungo Primary School. Yes. It was, this place was a very powerful place.
Yeah. No, thank you so much. I'm so encouraged. I'm so delighted, and for sure, you can feel the ambience of good feeling and good presence right here. So everybody who is welcome to come to this place for worship.
You know, the church is universal, and it is for everybody. So we welcome everybody who is willing to come and worship with us, and the doors are open.
Okay. When are the services?
We are having an English service. It starts exactly at 7.
Okay.
And another Uganda service starts at 9. So everyone is welcome, but mainly we say those who are heavy labored, you come. Because if you are having everything, God has given you money, God has given you all the prosperity you need, why do you come to church? Mostly, we welcome those who really feel that they need God. Because people who are not sick, they don't need doctors. But for you, if you feel you need God, we even have normally a deliverance service here every Wednesday. Because if you find, this place is called Buwaya. And the Buwaya, naturally, this is where we have all the big shrines. Here in Uganda, they are located in this area. So people are still having those ways of bewitching themselves. So we tell them, instead of going to witch doctors, spending a lot of money, you come, we pray for you for free. If you feel that God has done something to your life, you will come and give a thanksgiving. So we also have a deliverance service here.
Is there any contact numbers that someone can call if they are watching us right now and they could make an appointment or something like that?
So it is In addition to the services, we also hold overnights here.
Okay.
And many people are proud. They always come. They leave this place when others have been delivered and others. And we do the follow-up, by the way. It's not where that after we have prayed and you feel like you're okay, you go. You leave us with the contacts, and we are so delighted that many people are now happy with the place. They come from different corners, regardless of where you belong, where you pray from. For us, we were called to serve, and since we were called to serve, we were called to serve the people.
That's right. That's right.
And if we are serving the people, we are serving the people of all categories, because when he came for all. And that's the mission. He came for all. So we also came for all.
Yes, sir.
Regardless of those ones in the shrines, we also visit them, by the way, and men have been transformed.
Wow.
And we are so happy. Men have bought their things here, we have banned them, and now they are walking a Christian way.
Well, thank you so very much. I know that you're so edified and God has blessed you. I chose that today we get to know about Jjungo Mirembe Church of Uganda, and where it started, its history, and how far it has gone, and what is done here. And I know for sure that God has helped you to understand the true doctrine that you are following. Now, for those of you that want more prayers in specific reasons or areas, please come to Jjungo Mirembe Church of Uganda, and your life is not going to be the same again. Remember, who knew that Uganda was one time led by a Muslim king who wanted everybody in Uganda to become Muslim? You can only get to know that story when you come and visit here. King Kalema promoted a lot of Islam, and that's why there was a lot of conflict. All the operation that was being done was to make sure that there was no Christian, and Christian fought about it. And up to around this place where we are, that's when the resolution came forth that let's not fight, let's have peace amongst each other. That's why this place is quite significant. And of course, seated round under this wonderful tree makes me feel one of those people that have enrolled into the struggle. We don't fight against the flesh, we fight against the spirit and the principalities. This is Christian Focus with me, Big Sam. Remember, this program airs every Sunday at 7:30 right after the news. And of course, we touch lives, and lives are not the same again. I want to thank so much my good brother Julius Sesanga, who connected us to this wonderful ministry. May God richly bless you, and I know that your life is not going to be the same again. Touch you again. Don't be away.